On the 25th of August, John Adams was found dead in his dressing room at the Royal Ulster Theatre. This is the story of his murder.
My name is Jane Hill, and I'm the lead detective on the John Adams case.
How did you solve this case?
We use the theories of Erving Goffman.
Where was I between 3:30 and 5?
You see, in Goffman's frame analysis, Goffman sets out to study the organization of experience, and in doing so, he determines that the frame is a set of clues that help you understand what is going on.
I left home at 4 p.m. I got there at 1:15. I spent an hour there and got home just before 5.
A primary frame makes sense in and of itself as a basic form of organization that does not refer to any prior or original interpretation of the world and is non-transforming.
My neighbours helped me carry my shopping back in. You could check with the nice fellow next door.
Her age, clothing, attitude, and characteristics altogether help us make an assumption based on existing schematic representations. She looks like a typical old lady, so we expect her to act like one. Her alibi checks out, and she remains behaving how we expect a typical elderly lady will. Therefore, the primary frame served as a shortcut that required less context but helped us in understanding her character. Thus, the frame did not require any transformation or keying to help demonstrate that Miss Hallow was in fact not the murderer.
I'll tell you what, on the morning of the murder, John and Jasmine had a big fight. A lover's quarrel, I reckon. Arguing? No, we were just practicing lines.
You see, Miss Hartley's argument is a prime example of a frame that can be transformed, or what Goffman refers to as keying. Keying is a transcription of conventions given to an activity that is already meaningful based on certain frameworks, such as arguing. It's transformed into something paginal to activity, but is seen as something entirely different, such as rehearsing for a fight scene in a play.
Hi, my name is Jake Tyler. I was John's understudy for the play. I've known John since we were kids. We were really good mates.
So was it Mr. Tyler?
Face work pertains to the everyday efforts and activities related to staging a face, or how others see you. For Mr. Tyler, this would be pretending to be friends with our victim.
Alright, fine. Yes! I hated the man. He got every role handed to him. He never had to work.
Everyday life and acting would be what we refer to as the front stage. It is where he would pretend to be friends with our victim in front of an audience and his peers. When Mr. Tyler is away from Mr. Adams, however, that is what we refer to as the backstage. This is where he can relax and does not need to pretend that he's friends with our victim. This might be where he complains about our victim.
Did I think about sabotaging him? Yes. But I didn't bloody kill the man. This is preposterous, you know. I have a play to write.
Was it true that Mr. Adams was going to out you for plagiarising the play?
Don't be ridiculous. I couldn't have done it. Besides, I was with the others.
He wasn't with me, love.
I'm pretty sure I would remember if he was with me.
As a form of fabrication, he intentionally manipulated activity so others would have a false belief of what is going on. This is an exploitative fabrication against the interests of the deceived.
This is ridiculous. I'm not going to stay and listen to this rubbish anymore. No. I'm done. Stop filming. Leave me alone.
He's embarrassed. Embarrassment is the emotional manifestation occurring when he does not know how to behave anymore as he has projected the wrong image for his role. His face work is exposed, exposing the significant role distance between his face and his authentic self. His coping strategy to deal with the embarrassment is leaving the interaction. Thus, he is guilty.
Detective Hill continued to solve crimes using Goffman's theory to show that the transforming frames and dramaturgy make us vulnerable, as there are so many ways to be deceived.